Hey, it's Steve Barcello, Cryptozoology Paranormal Museum. We just got back from a Bigfoot outing, Medoc Mountain State Park. We were there all day, whole last night. We got in there yesterday. Actually, we had the campsites. We had 19 and 20, and I set up in 19, and we had these young women came out and wanted to do some Bigfooting with us, a group of 4, and we gave them site 20, which is a little bit more by itself. Doesn't have, like where I had campsites on both sides, they only had me on one side, but we stayed there with them. So we were able to supply them with parabolic dish, thermal imagers, the whole bit. They were doing an interview, and I could hear movement, and then we was lucky enough to get some shots. But this is good if you can kind of see the trail before we come out in the dark. And
oh yeah, so we're gonna go this again in the dark.
Oh yeah. Now I'm going to say where I saw this thing was somewhere in this area, because I remember walking along with the scope and walking in front of a tree, so it was somewhere up in here. It was going this direction. The guys were all the way down there. I could still hear them and see a little bit of light. But I think it was curious them. I was totally blacked out, but this thing was all the way up on the top of the ridge, just moving across. And you can see how many trees there are, so I only got a couple of good, clean shots. And actually, I didn't even realize I had that shot until I almost deleted the damn thing.
That is awesome. I'm going to do a tree knock right here.
All right, hang on. We're going to do a knock. Nice and quiet, though. So all that said and done, unfortunately, it rained heavy as soon as we got there. So all the equipment we had set up, thank God nothing got damaged, but all the tents and stuff got wet. Just made for flooding areas, just kind of messy. It did knock the temperature down, which is good. As you can see, I'm all hot and clammy here. I've just been offloading the truck, getting all the tents and setting them up in the back room. Because they're wet, I have to actually erect them and let them dry, otherwise they'll get all kinds of mildewy and stuff. So it was a kind of a pain in the butt. But it was a great night. We got some thermal stuff. I got to download all the thermals. We had 5 thermals out there. See what kind of stuff we picked up. That was a weird noise I just heard in here. Who the hell knows? And there's one of the things, actually, it's kind of funny. That's what I'm hearing, is bug. That's exactly what I heard when I was unpacking my truck. Some of these bugs that were out there just buzzing around got wrapped up in the tarps, and I actually had in my vehicle. I think one of them made it into my museum here, and I've got one of these things buzzing around in here. So it was probably in this sleeping bag, which I have over on my couch. Great. Something else to track down and chase around. One of the women we had there had this unique, creepy gift to make this baby cry. I'm going to hopefully, I recorded it, hopefully I can get it, to mix it into the video here. So you can hear it. And we took advantage of that, had her make this really creepy noise, and it seemed to track things in. We would get movement. But so the more stuff now. We have to go through the body cams. George had his on. We're going through whatever we have, whatever we got to go through. Right now I'm just doing a short video, kind of putting together what we're doing. One of the reasons we're doing this now, we want to start doing this. We're going to be doing more, concentrating in the museum, going out to events, doing our own events, and like we used to do the ghost stories, we're going to hopefully get that going again. That's been kind of been a little bit of a problem, but we're going to do more of the Bigfooting. And so we have to figure out how we're going to do that. It would be different tiers, I assume, like where if you come in and bring all your own equipment, and even if you want to get your own campsite, you just need us as a tour guide, we'll meet you there and take you out for X amount of time for, different times, let's say like 2 different outings, one earlier, one later, or something like that. And then we have to have another tier where we'll say we're supplying, lending you equipment, even like headlamps, possibly even a tent, and maybe renting the campsite for you, so we'd have to be included. So this way you kind of walk in or drive in, and here's your spot, you're ready to go. One thing we don't want to do is get involved in supplying food. I don't mind doing packaged things as far as like cereal bars. Like even last night I had small bags of chips and a cooler with endless water, things like that, just to make sure everyone is hydrated and stuff. That's no big deal. But we're gonna have to figure it all out, how it works and what's practical for us. Like even today was a lot of unpacking. I spent hours unpacking, setting things up, and pulling stuff out, and apparently releasing bugs into my office here. I'm going to try to put in as much stuff as I can. And we had some pretty crazy stuff, a lot of audio, a lot of things they've heard, almost like whoops, which we've never heard before there in the distance. Hopefully George has that on his body cam. Animals almost like fighting, branches being intentionally shaken. Really some good prints. I've got an image here sent to me. One of them has so I'm going to get some more images when everyone starts uploading this stuff. Everyone's going home. So I'll give you what I can, but there's one very good clean print right along the river's bed, along Fishing Creek. But once we got back after doing outing after outing after outing, and you start sitting down and talking, you're going like, holy geez, it's been a really productive day. I mean, we really got a lot. And that Medoc Mountain does not disappoint, I got to tell you. It's the whole area too. It's not just the park. It's just that's a place we can bring people, or you can go. It's public access. So you're not trespassing. But that being said, I'm going to put together, throw in some of these little pieces here, give you guys a little flavor of what we got. And I got something crawling on me. This is how muddy everything was. I just got filthy just packing up the tents. And but if you get a chance, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We're trying to get our numbers up to 3,000. We've been kind of stagnant for a while because I've been so busy with other stuff. And so I promise you I'm going to concentrate more on my museum, my life, my family, and you guys. So we're going to be getting out there. But don't forget to come to the Cryptozoology Paranormal Museum. Come on down. We're looking forward to seeing you folks. And if you've got any ideas for us to do, ways to set this up, we're kind of seeing how other people have done it, learn from other people's mistakes. Come on down and see us. We appreciate it. Everyone have a good time and be good to each other.